Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. I'm your caster, Bahamut. We're currently waiting for the teams to get into the lobbies. I just didn't want to leave you sitting on that screen forever, so I thought I'd hang out with you a little bit. I mean, we got Bandit Cam is still here. Bandit Cam is still here. Break the immersion. I have, like, everything's on this side, which is the wrong side to be looking. I should have it over here, so it looks like I'm looking at him. I guess I could just look at the starting soon screen, but it's not live. It's not a live reaction. Either way, thanks for coming out. Thanks for joining. We're going to be having our teams slowly funnel in here. We got a team that's finishing up a matchup, but we are a little bit early on this on the start of the stream. Just getting everybody in here, and yeah, the entire squad of Lionspeed is finishing up a match, but no big deal. They should actually be out right in time looking at this timing, unless they know something we don't. Regardless, thanks for joining. Thanks for hanging out. We'll get into this game in just a minute, but I thought I'd at least hang out with you, as Bandit is all sorts of legs today. Such a weird puppy. Really are. Alrighty. Tweets out, all that set up. We're ready to go. Scores are ready. Best of 3 series. We'll get in this in a minute. Ooh. Slowly getting there. We're about to get everybody. I'm just gonna keep an eye on their in-game so I can just add them the moment they're out of that matchup. Curious what they've been. Hold on, let's do some creeping right now. Ooh. I was about to be like, how'd they get a Malfurion versus a Malfurion? I got some cool tricks that they've been pulling out, it looks like. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Looking through these names. Standings? I can go through some standings, absolutely. Let me pull up the let me pull up the Nexus Gaming Series website. Boop 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 boo. Nope, that's the match from earlier. Go back. I need Ferrets versus Lionspeed. Alright, so Ferrets are actually 9-7, and Lionspeed is 10-12. Let's go ahead and dive into this a little bit further here. Does it actually give me any more details when I click on their teams? Doesn't look like it. I just have the general of what is. Sorry, they're generally, how serious / competitively are you looking to play? Huh? Big Wiz with an Xbox 360 controller. Oh, that's good. Okay, I'm glad they put that in right there. But yeah, we do have the standings for this matchup. Ferrets are 9 wins, 7 losses, and it looks like Lionspeed is going to be 10 wins, 12 losses. This is a complete website. I need divisions. A standings. All right, let's see. So. Ferrets is number 6, and Lionspeed is number 5. So I have this. Oh, okay. So actually, they're actually tied in points. It's 12-12 in points because of the dominations that both teams have had. I should actually be looking at the in-game to make sure that people are going into the right sides. Drop a link for them as well. Is Starfox out of a game? No, still in-game. All right. So yeah, Lionspeed is number 5 and Ferrets is number 6. Actually, well, I guess they're ahead because of map wins, because they actually have less dominations. I thought it would actually be counted by dominations, because they have less dominations, they have more map wins, more map losses, and they have more matches played, so maybe it's that. Hey, cool, they're out of that game. Let me go ahead and size this really quick. Oh, they already joined. We did it! Whew. I'm excited about this matchup. This is gonna be a fun one. Division A, we're gonna be having Ferrets versus Lionspeed. Some of the other things just to note, we do have. So it looks like Gimme the D Shield is in 4th. Dread Pirates is is in the 3rd spot. Queen's Corset is going to be the 2nd position, and Nobo E Sprouts is going to be number 1 with 24 points, 6 dominations, 18 map wins, 3 map losses, and 9 matches played. Really good start right now. And Sky 5 will be number 7, and oh god, 734M team name. Okay, there we go. It took me a second there, but team name is going to be in the ace slot right there. So we're shaping up. I think this is, if I'm not mistaken, like this is the last week of play, and then we start to go into playoffs. If I'm correct on that. Let me go back to the Nexus Gaming Series website and see if that information is actually there. Hold on, because we're waiting on one player right now. They are here. Hold on. Calendar? No, this is... They're just scheduled out. Okay. We'll back up. Oh, you're welcome, St. Basil. Absolutely my pleasure to bring that information for you. Teams are? Spooky Worm. Because someone just dropped. Apparently we smell too bad. I don't know if someone's game just crashed or what. Oh, they're back. Okay. They just need to, they need to wait for one of their members to get back. I'm going to ask if the banners are all set. Who is F? Huh? Oh, F-ing. Wait. Oh, sorry. Okay, so sorry, someone just changed their name. I'm just like, wait, what? Oh, it's for memes. Okay. All right. Well, that's good to know that I know that it's F-ing right there. Because I would have been sitting there just being like, you're fitting. That's your name. I'll wait a couple minutes and we'll see. We'll see what they say. We're a little bit past start time, but one team is ready to go. We'll see if the other is as well, and we'll get going into game number 1 here in just a second. I'm excited about this. Thanks for joining me once again. If you are new to the stream, welcome. Please hit that follow button as we cast a lot of Heroes of the Storm. Tomorrow night, I'm actually going to be over on the Heroes Hype channel. We have got a spectacular evening of fun. We got a fun stream planned for tomorrow, and I don't want to spoil anything. The big reveal, I think, is going to be announced tomorrow on Twitter, so look at their Twitter or even mine, where I'll probably be posting the same information. But yeah, tomorrow night, 5 o'clock on the Heroes Hype channel. Go follow there. That is going to be an absolute blast. We're going to have some cool stuff going on over there. That's literally as much as I can tell you. And then Friday, I actually picked up a Heroes Lounge match. I'll be casting that at 5 o'clock. It's going to be Multiple Smiles versus the Lost Boys, I think it is. And Saturday, I will be on the Tespa Collegiate Series for the final day of the Tespa Collegiate Series, week number 8. All right, let's go ahead. We got a game. Let's get into this game number. I almost swapped scenes without even just pushing the right buttons. Let's go ahead. Let's get into this. The Genji shirt and their sponsors. Cool. You don't like my Genji shirt? What are you mocking my Genji jersey? I'm proud as hell of this. Get out of here with that. I forgot to I restarted the game, so it's gonna take me 1 second. I mean, the Cloud9 ones have their sponsors all over them, and I want the heck out of those Cloud9 jerseys. Oh, Let's go ahead and check out some of the map bans that we did have here. Well, we have the coin flip won by the members of Ferrets. They opted for first pick. The members of Lionspeed then banned out Battlefield of Eternity. Dragonshire was banned out by the members of Ferrets, and Tomb of Spider Queen. First map chosen by members of Lionspeed. Let's go ahead and jump back into the draft here, as this is going to be Zeratul and Maiev being banned out. High mobility, high burst, and not wanting to deal with any of the setup that they can provide for the enemy team. Is that 5 p.m. EST? Oh, PDT. Sorry if I misspoke. 5 p.m. PDT on Friday. I'll be casting. Nubrak will be banned out as well. Actually, funny enough, Nubrak got some adjustments made to them today, and a little bit of a nerf on that damage. So I'm still interested about. Maybe it's just because it has so much good dive setup. It has the follow-up stun. There's the web rep that can really just absolutely become such a shutdown situation for some of these healers. So banning that out is not a bad idea at all. But Div taken out as well, but that leaves things like Diablo open for first pick, and they'll be grabbing it. I was thinking that we'd be seeing a Tyrande. with that Garrosh, but that gives over Tyrande to the members of Ferrets, and to be honest, Diablo Tyrande, that's a little scary. And they might be considering it here too, because they could also pick up Ana, but they could also ban it out because Jaina Ana is a very strong combo. So they pretty much have the pick of the litter when it comes to support. So they're going to go ahead and pick up the Ana. They'll have that nano boost if they want to go into maybe the nano boosted lightning breath, or if they're going to be going just in the nano boosted Gul'dan. Eye of Horus is still a great option for heroics. On top of that, Garrosh Jaina will be the first 2 picks. They do need to ban out something here. They could ban out some extra damage like a Genji if they don't want to deal with that mobility. Hanzo is another great hero to get rid of, as they do need that poke damage. Or they can maybe look for a solo. I was about to say they could look for a solo lane as well. I wasn't thinking Imperius. I was actually thinking more like a Leoric, but not going to be the priority in the ban right now. And so I gotta be honest, like Ferrets, I would be looking to ban out the Tyrande. I think she's extremely strong. The Sentinel's great poke. That's great, providing great vision. Stukov's great, yeah, I mean, but Warlord's Challenge, and there's Lunar Flare, there's Starfall. Looks like we're going for the Malfurion. The Innervate onto the Jaina would be beneficial. You do have the cooldown reduction on your abilities from that, as well as the mana return, so great pick ban out on that side. Coming out for Ferrets, but we got this 1-2 coming out for Lionspeed. There we go. I was just like, I was about to say the last team who was on the right-hand side, and I was like, that's not right. Rhaegar gonna be making it in here, and there's the Hanzo that we talked about with that poke, that vision, as well as the potential burst follow-up to a lot of the damage that they have. Also set up with the Dragon Arrow. But that Rhaegar, Lightning Bond is back. Lightning Bond is back at 16, and looks like the members of Lionspeed are happy about that. They're going to be picking up. We'll have to keep an eye and see what kind of value that gets. I have returned. Welcome back, Mitz Zuner. How are you doing? There's the Leoric that I was talking about, but Sylvanas going to be with that as well. A lot of poison damage coming out. Slows, setup, poison damage. I mean, I guess not poison damage specifically, but damage over time onto some of these heroes. Gul'dan with the Echo Corruption, Sylvanas with the Shadow Dagger. That Unfurling Shadow stacked up is huge too. Leoric is able to get the slows, and then Ana is able to also get the marks on them, and that provides more damage over time. Diablo can just engage. Last pick coming out needs to deal with this Leoric. Maybe a Malthael for that percentage-based damage. Nope. Thrall. Be able to stack that up pretty good. Good follow-up with the Sundering and or Earthquake. Either or are great options for engage or just kind of sustain in some of these fights. That Earthquake continues to let the team kind of live through as they can maybe disengage at a normal speed or continue to chase. Thrall gets the proc onto the Frostwolf with the Earthquake pulses, and so they'll be able to get the extra healing if they are kind of near that, if they're, you know, also proccing off the Frostwolf as well as the Chain Lightning. So I really like both the drafts coming out from both these teams. Realistically, I kind of like Ferret's draft a little bit better. I think it really works on this map. I think it synergizes really well. Not to say that the other side doesn't. Warlord's Challenge, Ring of Frost, Dragon Strike, those are all powerful combos. Thrall has great setup as well, but I think the wave clear, the push power, the engagement opportunities, the disengage, as well as the setup from Ana and the AoE of denying healing, as well as giving increasing healing is so powerful. So we'll see how it is, but we got into this. Let's go ahead and jump over to map number 1, game number 1, Ferrets versus Lionspeed. On the left we have Ferrets with Evening, with a Mimi type name right now on this Diablo. Ghost Dunk is going to be on that Leoric. Sure, Sean Sheep. Why'd you take out the first? So it's just, you know what? You're not Sir anymore. You're Sean Sheep tonight, which is probably going to make it even worse for me. On that Sylvanas, Arc will be on the Gul'dan, and Wintermute on that Ana. On the right-hand side, we've got the members of Lionspeed with Devo. We're going to go Devo on the Hanzo. Patches is going to be on the Jaina. Big Wiz on the Thrall. Star Fox playing that Garrosh. And Glaucius is going to be on that Rhaegar. Mitsuner, boy, I'm going to pull off your beard. This 3 is haunting. 3 is haunting me. Either way, let's go ahead and actually check this out as we have a huge blow-up starting this off, and sorry, I apologize. 1 second. My sound is, like, very loud. That's a little bit better. Rotation's coming out. Actually, what do we have? We actually have Redemption coming out for the Hanzo here, and we could actually see the... I actually kind of like this because you can get the increased range with the Is it never outmatched at level 1 or level 4? Where you can get the increased range for instantaneously killing minions, and then you can also get the damage reduction with the sharpened arrows at level 7, but this is going to be Diablo thrown way out of position, and Effeting is the first kill of the game, going over in favor for the members of Lionspeed. Mop 'em up, Leork. Yeah, that's good, actually. That's perfect. Thank you, St. Basil. Let's go ahead. We got this top lane. Easy, just a little poke. They're going to be able to clear this out. Most of Infernal, excuse me, not Infernal Shrines. Tomb of the Spider Queen is a lot about rotations and just picking up gems, getting your team set up, and just not really giving over stacks to a lot of the enemy members. We do have Diablo sitting at 24 on the Black Soulstone on their baseline. They do need to get 56 more of those to get that full revive instantaneous, and also the Fire Stomp came in and had some adjustments made to it, at least in the mana department. A lot of heroes were touched by the mana changes today, but the big thing, at least to know right now, is that level 16 talent for Rhaegar, that Lightning Bond, is now back. Let's see what kind of value they're able to pull out with that. It's just such a good talent. It's so much fun. I was getting messages from one specific person who was just very, very excited about it, and I'm like, I can't blame you. It was a really great talent in the past. Glad to see it back in. All right, we got 4s being picked up for both these teams. I'm actually really curious what this 4 from Hanzo is going to be. Do we have the explosive arrows for the faster wave clear, or do we have the increased range and also the insta minion kill? Make a decision. I'm curious. Shirshan Sheep will be able to get right out of there. This is going, and okay, so ignore all distractions. That's what it is. Never outmatched. But ignore all distractions will increase the range after instantaneously killing a minion. I do believe you can stack this up a couple times to give yourself a bigger range. Excuse me, just once. Okay, hold on. Star Fox getting engaged here. They toss them out. Effeting engaging as best as they can, but this is going to be a lot of good damage coming out from Jaina. Look at all that poison, though, spreading to these members, and it's level 5 right now. We're 1-to-1 in kills, but as this progresses, this is going to be Gul'dan and also Sylvanas really becoming stronger and stronger here. 26 gems turned in favor for the members of Ferrets. I'm just, was there a re-engage? No, it's just going to be a little bit of poke between the two. Leork is actually playing far forward in this lane. And just going to be able to try and grab the regeneration globe as well, and just going to drain a little bit of hope off of that Thrall. Checking back in the rotations right now. We do have the toss going out onto Diablo once again. They're continuing to get these autos out. Hanzo stepping forward, trying to also finish out that level 1 baseline, sitting at 9 out of the 12 stacks to get that auto attack speed increase. Now actually up to 10. As long as they can just mark. See, I like what they're doing. They're marking them once, and then they'll get a second auto attack on said person who's marked, because that does stay for a little bit. Increase the range right there by getting a kill onto minions. Scatter arrow. They get one more. That's going to be redemption finish. That speed is so good. Now they also have the increased minion range from that. Overpower onto one, but they throw them back into the fray of things, and that's going to be the Wrecking Ball getting the value, but Starwolf is so very low. They're able to make it out just fine. Whew. I was thinking that the corruption damage, the poison damage would be enough. Now, with Leork picking up, I think 1 or 2 more gems right now, that is going to be the turn availability for both sides, but Ferrets might have the opportunity for that turn in if they're able to maybe just play in the lower half and just kind of skirt right by the Thrall in bottom lane. Both teams have this, and they're just playing around this mid, or this top portion. Thrall does finish out the Echo of the Elements. Jaina's sitting at 15 out of the 20 mana addicts, or excuse me, Fingers of Frost stacks. That's actually, that's really good to be that far ahead in that, but Shirshan Sheep gets thrown. A lot of bursts coming out. That also will be the Biotic Grenade to decrease the healing out from Glaucius. Really good use of that, just holding onto it the moment they try and engage onto one, and as they step forward, it's just not going to work out. Now, Ghost Dunk getting heckled by a couple members, but it looks like they're just going to be able to try and go. Ghost Dunk has the entire turn in themselves right now. Overpower onto the Jaina. That's a lot of damage on the patches. Jaina does go down. Groundbreaker will be there. They have a lot of, they were setting up onto Ghost Dunk, but they filed right through this tight corridor, and Gul'dan just dropped so much corruption onto them. We have Devo just poking this out here and there. Arrow goes out. Nice use of the Sonic Arrow to stall this out. Diablo re-engages. That's going to be the chase in. Star Fox so very low. Their corruption doesn't tackle them all the way. They go in for one auto, but that was their demise as they do go down. Maybe they would have gone down regardless. Hanzo still continuing to poke in as best as they can. That is going to be the turn-in available, and then Hanzo steps too far forward. Diablo gets all their souls. Big Wiz will be the next target, running in all that Echo Corruption, and they get the kill. That is not the spot you want to be in when you just get your full turn-in, as they have easy defense onto this on the side of Ferrets. First Web Weavers are coming down for Lionspeed, but realistically, they're not going to be able to get too much value with this. Yeah, it's so far pushed back right now. This bottom lane isn't really going to get much. Shushan Sheep will be able to clear out this mid. All that poison damage stacking around as well. Sitting on 45 stacks of that Unfurling Shadows. Toss goes out. Do they have a Banshee? Doesn't look like it. And Sylvanas is able to get over the wall. They are absolutely fine. Woo! Webweaver still pushing in through mid lane. We do have a couple of members playing down here around this Leoric, and looks like they're not going to be giving over any kill anytime soon. Mid lane's cleared out. Turn-in is available. Here's the Entomb. So much damage. Horrify. Everything is used on Diablo. Excuse me, onto Thrall. I completely thought that was the Diablo model right there. I don't know how they shadow charged in. I had no idea. My eyes are going, apparently. Turn-in availability will be in favor for Ferrets. Ferrets, as they also just took down that Thrall. They're going to grab this camp and at least have some mid-lane pushback. Leoric will be finishing out the camp in bottom lane to buff out bottom a little bit further. Glacius does know this. They're going to try and get in here and bite the butt of Leoric. Are they able to... I don't think they have vision of them. Let's go ahead and check out mid lane, as we do have the Echo Corruption sitting at 20. Out of the 40 necessary, 23. Stacking that up quite a bit more. We have Jaina dumping some damage down as well. They're trying just to mitigate this. That's going to be the Garrosh focused here. Vital Grenade goes out. The Starwolf is so very low. That's going to be the cleanse on. Excuse me, the cleanse goes out, I think, onto them. But look at that poison damage. Sylvanas with the Wailing Arrow finds two. Jaina and Garrosh going to be going down there. And now we have the Webweaver pushing in through this mid lane. We also do have that Leoric still in bottom, getting a lot of good value for the friendly team. That's going to be the gate taken down. They rotate up into top lane. This is going to be the clear into this as well to open it up. Boss lane is a high priority for a lot of teams. And this is going to be easy clear. They get the clear. They take down the bottom fort. They also take down the top fort as well. Ghost Dunk going to be a little far forward, but this is also going to be Leoric I think very well played right now, I'm not going to lie. Ghost Dunk is pretty much able to do whatever they want. They do take out the top lane for it. They're going to rotate into mid. They have a minion wave right here. I don't know if they actually have a full turn-in availability. Actually, yeah, they've got back-to-back 69 nice gems sitting on the side of Ferrets. They're going to have to deposit those and get rid of their perfect stacks. But while we actually have this moment before 13s, let's actually cycle through some of the other numbers, get an idea of what they've been able to put up in the damage numbers, experience, as well as healing. We get this turn-in. We have the clear into bottom lane. Hey, Combo Tripson, what's up, bud? Thanks for coming by. Congratulations on the win earlier. This is going to be Bruiser Camp on the left-hand side. They're going to be able to clear this out. They're going to then pick up the turn-in from whoever is actually on that camp, because Wintermute has not enough for the turn. It's actually going to be Shushan Sheep has to turn in just extra gem on top of Wintermute, or if Wintermute just gets one. Regardless, Ghost Dunk anchoring for the friendly team, doing a really good job of that. Top lane is being cleared out. They don't know where the enemy team is, but that is going to be another Webweaver picked up in the favor of Ferrets. They've got this camp already crashing into the mid lane. This will soak up a lot of the tower damage, but then they also have Webweaver descending on top of that. And then on top of that, you have the 13 talent here over the enemy side. You also have Sylvanas being able to lock down this tower. Ghost Dunk, look, the anchoring, I gotta say, like, just shoutouts to Ghost Dunk here, because they keep sitting in bushes like this and making sure that the team doesn't get flanked, and they're just also not really showing in all these situations, so they don't know where that Leoric is. Is there gonna be an Entomb coming out of a flank position? We're not sure, but go ahead and peek at those 13 talents, and we do have this mid lane siege. Very strong, very healthy Webweaver as well. Top lane pushed out a bit, as well as bottom lane, but those things are going to still get a lot of good value here. We're not even 10 minutes in, we're already sieging onto the keep. Well, I guess just sub 10 minutes. 7-year itch. Welcome. Thanks for coming by and checking out the games. Sundering comes out from Thrall. That's going to be the move in. The Horrify comes out as well. Lightning Breath will be coming out from the Diablo, and Starfox gets the Ancestral. Big Wiz trying to run away here on that Thrall, actually, and that's going to be Glaucius getting caught in the Entomb. The silence is out. They get the kill on to the Rhaegar. Hanzo does refinish Redemption right there. But, man, everything being used right there. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Glad to see you cheating for some friends here. A lot of good siege pressure coming in. Sylvanas going to step forward. They have the burst, and Patches absolutely gets bodied by Shushan Sheep on this Sylvanas. I'm just going to jump back over. I'm curious. What did... The hero damage is still... Gul'dan's still winning out in hero damage, but the burst coming out from Sylvanas, in a sense, is just terrifying. What are they even sitting at? 50 stacks, so they have 25 bonus damage, 33 stacks on the Echoed Corruption from Gul'dan. Now, they don't have enough for a turn-in. They need to get 32 more gems on the side of Ferrets, so they're going to have to play on the defensive here, but they're only 7/8 of a level away from that turn-in. Morrissey, I probably said that so wrong. I apologize, but welcome as well. Thanks for joining into the stream and cheering for your friendly teams. Yeah, that makes my day, like, when it's just like, oh, hey, like, I'm just here for this one person. It's like, thank you. Thanks for, like, supporting that one player. I'm glad that I can put them on the screen so you can at least cheer for your friend. It makes my day. They are going to continue to clean out top lane. They're all showing top. I doubt they're going to go for a boss. You actually saw them walking up there. They could have actually feigned boss, sat in this bush over here, and then waited for the you know, the bush check or something, and maybe try and take a fight. Not going to be the case, as I said. They need to also watch these turn-ins, and they're sharking around a little too much, and I think they're just going to let this happen. They're not going to go for the defense. 16s will be here in just a second, and oh, you know what? It could have been... They didn't want to take an engagement without their 16s, and now that they have it, but Entomb will be coming out. That's going to be the Horrify as well. Diablo jumps in here. That's going to be so much damage going out onto this Garrosh, and they get the kill onto them. Now Lightning Breath is going to be slowing Glaucius, and they're trying to get it. That's going to be the Wailing Arrow to steal away the kill from Arik right there. Sershan Sheep stacking up a little bit further just to steal away some kills here. You can actually take a peek at... What is the tab for? Is it 7? There it is, 7. I was like, I'm missing something here. I was trying to show the kills overall, but yeah, Sylvanas with a 4 out of the kills for the friendly team is 12 kills in total right now. That's a lot coming out from the members of Ferrets. 16s are here, and then some. Go red team also. There you go. Lionspeed, they're a strong team. Star Fox and friends. I mean, what was it like? I was reading it before we went, like, before we actually got into this match. Like, their competitive motto or like the description of their team is huh, and then it was quoted by Big Wiz with an Xbox 360 controller or something. So, just a little bit of some jokes coming out from them. They're not too far off from the turn in here. I believe they needed just a couple waves. They could grab bottom and then a little bit more, but they should. I think what they're going to try and do here is they're going to try and pick up these last 7. So this is going to be 3 waves ish. I mean, it's like 2.1 waves or something, 2.3 repeating waves because it's 3 gems per. Anyways, they might be able to get these 16s though too. They have enough for turn-in. They're gonna start watching these. Ghost Dunk has 4 out of the 7 necessary. Big Wiz is gonna scout out here too, as well as they have that Sonic Arrow. Clear will be going out into these lanes. They have 39 stacks on the Echo Corruption. They need just 1 more to finish that out. Sylvanas sitting on 50 stacks as well. We have just about every other quest talent on the right-hand side completed. Still no 16s. They just got to play really slow here, and you can see Star Fox is anchoring, the rest of the team playing really far back. Nice use of the Sonic Arrow to scout out boss just to make sure they're not going to be checking that with their faces. No turn-in availability for them, but they've got 16. Now they can play a little bit more aggressive. They've got some good talents here. They also have the Rising Storm. Lightning Bond is back. Sorry, I just was curious. Okay. I do not know all of the talents off the top of my head. Blue Web Weavers are going to be descending in favor for Ferrets. They're not going to be able to deny this right now. I just want everyone to have fun and get along. I agree, Caldorn. Caladorn? I'm so sorry. I'm the worst with names. I can't, I don't know. Internet's names get me. I mean, this right here, Effeting's name, what it was changed to, I would have sat there and tried to struggle not realizing that it was a meme. Moving on in. They've got Web Weavers descending. This one in mid lane is going to be landing right about where the keep is. They've got bottom lane not too far out as well, so they can maybe lose this and then cycle into bottom lane. Top lane does still have one up there and pushing in strong. This is 15 minutes in. Nano Boost goes out on to the Gul'dan, who does have that Echo Corruption finish. A little bit of damage coming out here connecting, but that will be the Horrify as well as the Sundering from the Thrall. Big Wiz will get the Ancestor Healing. Now they're turning and they're trying to get the damage, but the Wailing Arrow comes out from Sylvanas. Everything is being stacked up so well. Warlord's Challenge coming out from Star Fox. They're getting the Groundbreaker as well, but they're just taking so much damage. damage. The core is starting to take a lot of damage now as that top lane keep just goes down, and Tomb comes out from the arc. They get the kill onto Rhaegar, goes flying across the map. That's going to be the toss going out onto Effeting as they actually go down themselves. That will be Hanzo being taken out, and this is going to be a pretty good defense so far, but Big Wiz just goes right into the corner. They're going to try and proc their Frostwolf, but that's going to be the core falling, and that will be game number 1 over to Ferrets. GG. Well played. Helladorn. Okay, so I kind of had it right, but then I doubted myself very bad. Amentisu? See, I can't do it. The blue team is the best team. Excuse me, blue team, best team. They are really strong, I'm not gonna lie. That was a really good game coming out from the members of Ferrets in map number 1 here. Let me go ahead and, where are you, Star Fox? Let's find out what they want. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's show talents really quick, and then we'll get it going in just a second here. Oh, I like this for our next map. I definitely like this for our next map. Let's go ahead and jump back over here. Hi, welcome. And to answer, I think someone was asking earlier why Bandit looks so tired or sad. Because I usually take him for a walk right before I cast, and he's pooped. So he's a sleepy boy. Usually we also play in the living room and stuff, and I'll throw like his toys around, and they'll run around and get a little tired out as well. So it's good. Swap team. Both these teams are actually using the same portraits, so I can just invite the other side too. It's easier. Let me mark that. This is going to be this map, chosen by them. Really quickly though, just to update. Sorry, I'm doing too many things at once. But tomorrow I am going to be. So this is the last map last match we have tonight. Tomorrow I will be over on the Heroes Hype channel. We've got some cool things going on that evening, so definitely swing by and check that out. On Friday I'll be casting back on this channel at 5 o'clock PDT, 8 o'clock Eastern, and that's going to be Multiple Smiles versus. I can remember this. I can remember this. Close to Death? No, that doesn't sound right. Dang it, I wish I wrote it down. Either way, I'll be casting some S Division matches on Friday, or excuse me, because there's only one. And then Saturday, I will be on the Tespa Collegiate channel, on the Blizz Heroes channel, casting the last day of the Tespa Collegiate series. We're going to be finding out who will be going to Houston over May 10th and 12th. For the live event. That's going to be really, really exciting. So I'm super pumped. Jay Howe and I are going to be over on the Bliss Heroes channel. That starts at 12:30 I think it's 12 actually. 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time on Saturday. They actually shifted the entire weekend forward because of Easter Sunday. So Friday does have a couple games on that day, and then Saturday we have a couple of games there too. Teams are ready. Let me update the team score too because I am bad and I forgot. So yeah, a lot of casting going on. Also, if this is your first time on this channel, welcome. As I said, I do a lot of casting here. If you enjoy the casting content, please go ahead and drop a follow. You can know when I go live. As I said, I do this a lot. If you go through my VODs, I'd say 90% of them are probably me casting something. I haven't got to play stream-wise because, well, too many leagues. Let's go ahead and get into this. We got ourselves game number 2 here. Ferrets on the left. They're up a game in this best of 3 series, and we've got Lionspeed on the right, down 1, but seeing if they can make it. They can pick up this map on Cursed Hollow and bring us to game number 3. Let's go ahead and actually jump over to the map bans that we also did have earlier. The coin flip was initially won by the members of Ferrets. They opted for first pick, Lionspeed, then banned out Battlefield of Eternity. Dragonshire was banned up by Ferrets, and Tomb of the Spider Queen was our first map that we just saw, chosen by Lionspeed and won by Ferrets. Lionspeed opted as the loser for map pick and have chosen to take us to Cursed Hollow. Let's go ahead and get right into this as we are back into the draft. Ferrets are going to ban out that Zeratul, and we have the Ana being removed by Lionspeed. They did not like that. Medivh once again. Removed by Lionspeed. They don't want to deal with Medivh's cheating or polybombs. This is Curse Hollow, so it's a double boss map. Could see some priority onto that Hanzo with the simple geometry build, and a Maiev is going to be the first pick here. No priority onto the Sylvanas this early. I'm a little surprised, I'm not going to lie. I was thinking that we might see that Sylvanas pop up very early in the draft because of how much push pressure you can get and how many camps you can also utilize the Mercenary Queen to buff at level 4 or even steal minions away with possession. She's such a strong hero overall. We'll see what this 1-2 is. Falstead ETC! This is all global. This is a bunch of globals. It's the boy Ghost Dunk. What's up, Lorelai D'Angelo? How are you? Thanks for coming by. Thanks for supporting some teams. I'm a potato. I'm so sorry. Draft music was off. I'm so sorry about that. So it's just like awkwardly quiet in me. My sorries. So we do have Dahaka taken as well as Tyrande. I wonder, like, all right, so I'm sitting here and I'm just like, are they trying to go full global on the side of Lionspeed? Because they have the Falstead, Dahaka has the stage dive, and taking away, or excuse me, the ETC has stage dive, taking away the Dahaka on the side of Ferrets. Ferrets at least gives them some sort of response into one of those members in the solo lane at least. Ban-wise, on the side of Lionspeed, they're going to need a main tank, so maybe taking out Diablo. That was devastating to deal with. I gotta say this, ever since we had the third ban added in, the timers on the clocks are obviously shorter, and it's so much harder from a casting standpoint, because before you could like work through things, now it's just like, all right, fire it off, like, they don't have a support, they need a support, so ban out a support, like, that's pretty much where you sit. We do have the Ana being banned out. If they're going full global, I was actually gonna say ban the Brightwing. Because Brightwing's got boss control. Malfurion, yes, is great and everything. Twilight Dream is huge, and so is Tranquility. But Brightwing, I feel like they're going all global, and I also really want them to. Abathur is also taken out, so that's another global off the table. No, okay. So that's solo lane ETC basically. Main tank a Nubarak, leaving for some resets, and then we'll find out what their support will be after these next two picks. I wonder if they want the Alexstrasza, but they're afraid of showing it, because by doing that, you're basically saying, hey, I'm gonna put the circle in the ground, please target it with all your abilities like a Junkrat. Or a Chromie. Because they've got Maiev, which is gonna be good engagement damage. With engagements, maybe you just wanna grab the Garrosh. Ooh, actually Joanna's not bad, but Phoenix! Okay, so is this Planet Cracker? Well, there's not a whole lot of setup per se for a Planet Cracker. I think this is still just Purification Salvo, just some slows from Joanna, Tongue Drex from Dahaka, Maiev has that Umbral Bind. Some just good setup right there. Last pick coming out from Lionspeed, they need a support. Stukov's great. I still think the Alexstrasza is a good idea here. Dragon Queen is really good for controlling these points. That's gonna be Stukov, okay. That's fair, that's fair. Both are good. Sorry, I'm just making sure that these messages aren't for me. They're absolutely not, so it does not matter. All right, boy. I said in the last game that Ferrets had the more aggressive draft, and I gotta say, Lionspeed, they're gonna bring something to the table here. I definitely think that they've got some good power in their hands. Maiev might be the outlier here for Ferrets. We could see Shirshan Sheep absolutely body on that hero. We did see them do really, really good on the Sylvanas, and I don't know if that's gonna just if it's the precursor to this or what to really call it, but overall, Ferrets are strong in game 1. We're gonna see if they're able to bring it in the second game right here, or if we can get that game 3, we can have Lionspeed bring us to that next map. Let's find out here. We got ourselves a game. Let's get into this. On the left-hand side, we've got the members of Ferrets. Ferrets up a game. Arik will be on the Phoenix, Effeting will be on the Joanna, Ghost Dunk on that Dahaka, Shirshan Sheep going to be on the Maiev, and Wintermute rounds out the team on that Tyrande. On the right-hand side, we got the members of Lionspeed, with Davo going to be on the Falstead. I'm just could not stop staring at this spin. That's going to be Star Fox going to be on the Nubarak, Big Wiz on that ETC. Lausius going to be on the Stukov, and Patches rounds up the team on the Ming. ETC going for Block Party at 1. Definitely showing that they're going to be that solo lane. Not looking for the proc rock to be a more meaty boy. Shirshan Sheep. Actually going for Naisha's momentum instead of any of the Bonds of Justice that we often do see at level 1. Just stack those up. But still, Naisha's momentum does give a lot of good damage increase for said player. You're going to try and step in on this. Big Wiz has a power slider right out. They're going to find some damage onto... Oh my god, Maiev gets bodied right there. And that will be first kill of the game in favor for members of Lionspeed. And the other thing to note too is that is going to be Falstead flying into bottom, but you also do have the Seasoned Marksman on them. So getting that kill also does yield a bonus because I do believe hero takedowns increase it a little bit further. No, actually it doesn't. Oh no, takedowns 0.5, excuse me. Okay, I'm dumb. So you're getting that extra 0.3%. Or 0.3, I guess. Bandit MVP? Oh my god, yeah. Bandit's the only reason people come to the stream. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them whatsoever. Power slide from Big Wiz onto Ghost Dunk, so this is definitely going to be that solo lane matchup as I talked about before. They do have some good armor that they'll be sticking onto for a little bit here. Going to have a knockback again, and just Ghost Dunk going to continue to push out this lane. We'll see how Big Wiz does. Meanwhile, Ark in this bottom bush here will just wait as Falstead is going to continue to soak up those Seasoned Marksman stacks. I believe they need 40. We already hovered over this, but yeah, it is going to be 40 on that. Dahaka did go for the... Tissue regeneration at level 1, and I do believe it's 10 stacks on that one. Yes. So it's just going to be trying to be a little bit more meaty. Not going to be going for that enhanced agility, which personally, I got to say, that's my favorite on Dahaka at level 1. That enhanced agility, being able to just be a NASCAR Dahaka through the bushes. Going to pop that essence, making sure that they keep pushing up this top lane. Siege Giants now make it in. ETC, do they have a power? Oh, okay, they had the power slide in, but I was assuming they would use the knockback to just push them further back in the lane. First objective will be in the bottom position, so that is going to be Dahaka's best priority. They might want to swap out the Falsa for ETC, but the rotation might be a little too long as it's about 50 seconds until the first one does pop up here. Both of the Bruiser camps are going to be crashing into this mid lane. Patch is going to go ahead and try. I like this priority onto the mage minion. This is a really, really good thing to note, and you can take this into your own games. You can see all of their names right here. There's 20 spell armor, 20 spell armor. Li Ming just gained it, and now Nubrek's losing because they're inside this circle. That circle, taking away the mage right away means that Li Ming isn't going to be mitigated whatsoever. And if she gets a combo onto Wintermute, that's going to be a low health hero getting really, really shattered in that health department and needs to heal up and prioritize themselves over some of the other members that they might be able to then put more damage into or pushing harder into this mid lane. We do have Star Fox and friends are going to be rotating back out. We do have this bottom lane priority. Meanwhile, still Siege Giants in top. Ghost Dunk doing a great job of just keeping these around. Bandit stream for real? That might happen one day. That's definitely a possibility at some point. Oh, the Fan of Knives doesn't connect, and they don't get the Lunar Flare in time either, and that's going to be first objective in favor for the members of Ferrets, as of Lionspeed. I love that Siege Giant just walking up and just Big Wiz doing that. Let's check out what's going on in mid lane. Is it 6-6 in levels? We're working our way up a little bit further in that right. Almost gonna get to those 7 talents here in just a second. We actually do have the hero stalker as well for that Dahaka. Not opting for the one who collects for the extra return on the essence. Devo taking a lot of damage, but Ark is going to be losing that shielding, and Phoenix without shields is very weak, but hold on. If they stay a little too far forward here, I think Falstead might be trying to bait it. Sentinel goes out. I don't think that they caught them there. If they can get the Phoenix to come out here, Patches and Star Fox will be able to have the blow up, but no, they're going to be losing too much experience in mid, and this is exactly it. You don't want to be giving over that experience right there, and speaking of, let's go ahead and actually show where the experience is coming from and how a early game hero kill, as we did see right at the beginning, doesn't really yield a whole lot. I mean, mercenary camps, I think we've had 2 on each side picked up, and this is going to yield them a 730, so a lot more from picking up 2 siege camps than just 1 kill. Oh, the Umbral bind, but it doesn't connect right there. Falstead going to poke out a little bit further. This is just going to be the next objective. It's ready to be picked up by both teams. 1 second will be there. They don't have any sort of global from ETC, so if Dahaka leaves, they'll just be sitting in top lane soaking up, and that's exactly the case. Ghost Dunk does come down. ETC has to communicate that, and you can see that their posturing is further back. They know that the enemy is there. They know that they have got all 5, and this is going to be a risky fight. Tongue Drag goes down onto 1. They're going to dive in with the Anubrak. That's going to be the follow-up Lunar Flare onto 1. They don't have the full channel. Ark does lose all the shielding as well. Trying to get this nice knock-up from the Anubrak. That will be Ghost Dunk with another Tongue Drag. Falstad putting in the damage. That will be the Lunar Flare. A Nubrak with a huge dive forward, but they might have gone a little too far away from the friendly team. Gonna be rotating back into these towers, but now just trying to decide whether or not they go for the well or what they're gonna be able to do here. It looks like they do have the well up and available. Sursan Sheep does dive in. They still don't have their ETC, who's just pushing in top lane. Could have made it in by now, and Glaucius will be the first one to go down in this engagement, but they're so low. Dive in from a Nubrak. Phoenix is the one to go down. Reset 4. Li Ming. Patches is trying to find a second one here. The Fan and Eyes will be getting some value, and Patches is so very low. They get the kill onto Li Ming, so a 2-for-2 trade, and a Nubrak is trying not to be the next one. Oh, wait. Sursan Sheep goes in. Fan and Knives. This is going to be a lot of good damage. Now ETC is finally making it down, but this is ETC. They try and get the power slide in, but it's not going to be happening here. A Nubrak tries to burrow, but Sursan Sheep has the blink right out of there. They have the up knock from the stun. Are they able to get the Maiev? No, they don't go and get the last hit. That's going to be it right there as the Sentinel comes out from Tyrande. They're calling in for the pings. They're trying to make it into this. Effening is so low, and Dahaka is actually pretty healthy, but they're not able to do much. But now Phoenix is back in here, and that's going to be Joanna going down, but they're going to look at Star Fox. The push will get spread around. Are they able to pop it in time to keep them up and healthy? And it looks like they don't really need to, and they'll be able to save that trait, and that's going to be Patches grabbing the curse here. Second one in favor for Lionspeed. Really good control around that fight. Oh my god. That was such a dragged out curse, and I can't believe they ended up taking it. That is just such little good plays coming out from Lionspeed in that last engagement. Oh my god. It went on forever. Like, I'm looking back over at stream, and it basically just started out, and we're just over. Whew. I like that ETC instantly got the 10, took stage dive, went up in top lane, and look at the siege coming in. And this is yielding them a decent lead here. We can actually jump over once again to the experience and how that's coming in and where the experience from kills and also mercenary camps and minions. Look at that. They're 3,000 deficit, or maybe a little bit more like 2,000 deficit between the two teams, and just minion soak from that longer engagement while ETC was continually soaking in top lane. While they did take a while to deal with all of that and, you know, play into that shrine, or the objective right there, ETC was able to work them towards 10, and that really turned that fight around so much for those members. I gotta say, this Lionspeed really coming out in this second game and showing a case to bring us to game number 3, but we're only 7 minutes in here. 10s are up for both. I'm looking through this. Yeah, it's nothing too out of the ordinary. Disintegrate. We've got the Starfall. We got Purification Salvo. Does actually, hold on, I don't know this. Does Starfall have a slow on it? That's what I thought, yeah. So you have Starfall and Purification Salvo that benefits from that. Joanna also has, it's just a stun. Does it count from stuns, or is it just the slows? Slowed targets, okay. But Joanna also does have that punish. They're actually going to be giving this over, not going to be able to counteract that. And meanwhile, though, Falstad is still continuing to push in the bottom lane. They did go for that Mighty Gust, so if anyone does try and flank on them, they'll be able to get out. But speaking of getting flanked on, Big Wiz is not going to have to use the stage dive. Nice right there, because a lot of the situations, you want to try and bait out that heroic. You want to dive onto someone, regardless of whether or not you know you're going to get the kill. Baiting out, say, a stage dive into another lane, that's a huge pull for a friendly team. And now we have nice sidestep, or I guess side fly for Falstad right there. Already sitting halfway through their season marksman stacks. They also did go for that boomerang at level 7 to just get the extra, I guess, boom or clear into these minion waves to stack that up a little bit faster. Sursan Sheep sitting in this bush over here. Rest of the team is coming in. They've got a lot of, oh, Falstad's got to make a flight or something. Okay, so Falstad does fly up. They know that they need the Falstad for this. They haven't shown where they are. That will be Purification Salvo going out. Stage dive coming in from the ETC. Warden's Cage will be there. Flailing Swipe is out from Glaucius as well, but they've managed to single out Sursan Sheep by themselves here, and that's going to be a huge pickup for them. Reset for Li Ming, but Patches doesn't find the kill onto the Phoenix right now, and they're all just splitting away. We have Effening still getting chased here, and the rest of the team says, you know what, the boss is tagged. It's going to be ours. Meanwhile, in bottom lane, Dahaka on the minimap is going to be able to grab the curse, so they do lose this out. Oh, Effening is maybe going to make it out alive here. No, they're not. Oh my god, they are. Purification Salvo goes out. Patches is so low. They don't have the interrupt, and Patches does go down. Nice turnaround. While they still did get the boss in their favor, they gave over a curse and a kill, and that's some good experience that they can pick up on the side of Ferrets. Really good play coming out from them. Not able to steal away that boss, but making a point to also distract them while Dahaka was able to pick up that curse. And now, they've evened it out. Boss is pushing up through top lane. This might be able to take down the 4. There's a little bit of heckle coming out from Big Wiz, but Disintegrate when Anu was on their team. I guess it's more or less just because you can just like shoot it from a distance and maybe pick up on some kills. I mean, I'm no mage player. I'm not as skilled as them. But Disintegrate, I don't know. Like, me personally, I've never understood how to use, Wave of Force properly in like a combo, because it's a mechanical combo that you need to be able to do. You know, magic missiles, orb, teleport, Wave of Force, all that stuff. So we'll see here. Rush shotgun from the Dahaka into the backline. They're going to be right on top of that Stukov. They're going to back off. Web Wrap goes out onto the onto one of the members right there, and that's going to be the Stage Dive coming out. Flailing Swipe puts Stage Dive puts ETC right in the middle of this Warden's Cage. They're waiting for it to go away. They're just trying not to get bounced back in. Meanwhile, Dahaka's heckling out the entire team. Power Slide through the Joanna. Effeting is able to back out. Fan of Knives resets over and over again. Impale coming out from the Nubrak. They're stalling us out, and it's 13 to 13. No camp. Actually, camp advantage in bottom lane coming out for the members of Lionspeed, but here's the thing that's going to be very far pushed back, but Effeting taking a lot of damage here. That's going to be the Purification Salvo going out. They almost get Big Wiz here. Gus puts them right back into the fray of things, but Big Wiz is just like, no, thank you, and actually they're still living through all this. They end up wiping the entire... Wait, no, Ghost Dunk, are you able to make it out? They've got some essence. There's no fort here. They burrow charge forward. They get the blow up, and that is Curse in favor for the members of Lionspeed. Huge plays coming out in game number 2 in their favor. They've got some great pressure in bottom lane. Catapult and 2 Siege Giants. They're just rushing through top lane. They want to have their boss lane buffed out this much. They actually take out... Oh, I was about to say, they take out the sidewall? Like, this isn't very long death timers. We already have Tyrande back up. The Joanna's joined in, so did Phoenix and Maiev. They're mostly going to get this front gate. I would personally say they should have spread out, go for the experience, and yes, they have 16 talent here, but that could have just been even further of a lead if they could have just pushed in these lanes, and actually ETC is going to rotate out and do exactly that. They still have the Stage Dive. I don't think it'll be necessary, as the team is going to be rotating around the siege camp area, not going to be grabbing it, but waiting for maybe some sort of engagement. Stage Dive from the ETC. The mid lane fort goes down to the minions regardless. That will be the slow power slide through. Starfall will be out. That Web Wrap goes out onto the Tyrande. They're looking for another kill. Not able to pick it up, and they're just able to back out. So a couple, actually 3 heroics used right there. One on the opposing side. Lionspeed, though, coming out strong. Doing a lot of good work during this curse. They take out down a fort. They don't take down the keep. Ghost Dunk going to be sitting in this bush. That will be the tongue drag onto a Nubrak, but it won't be enough. They do have also that disengage. So there's going to be a nice route coming out from Glaucius, and they back out. Catapult pressure in top lane, catapult pressure in bottom lane. They're going to need to deal with this very effectively and very quickly. Meanwhile, they're able to split across the map. You can see Li Ming is going to be rotating up with another member. I think they're going to be going for the Bruiser camp. Falstead going to be just joining in. So I think they're just kind of deathballing in a sense, or just at least grouped up. They could be spreading out a little bit more so across the map, and trying to at least just get more value. And overall, though, I mean, yeah, I'm looking at this, and realistically, they'd be just kind of splitting themselves and setting them up for potential death. So Star Fox doing the smart thing, though, at least just making sure that they're not going to be jumping on this boss. They do grab this Bruiser camp for the mid lane right now, and this will also be 16s picked up fairly soon for them on the side of Ferrets. We're going to see if they're going to be able to turn it around and bring it back in some of these fights. Phoenix is going to go ahead and grab onto this camp. Siege camp for the pressure. And this is just going to be boss stolen away by the members of Lionspeed. They have not realized that they're not seeing the enemy team on the map, and that's going to be stolen. Sentinel comes through a little bit. Shield whiffing hurts? Yeah. If you're not hitting your blessed shield, you're having a bad time. Let's cycle through some of the healing numbers and such just to take a peek at those. They're actually stacking up quite a bit in this bottom lane, in the sense that they want to just take down this bottom lane keep, and they are showing on minimap, so they do know that this is going to be coming in to their bottom lane. They need to deal with it somehow, some way, very, very soon on the side of Ferrets, and they're getting... Oh, wait, hold on. We're getting a flank position here. The pings are there. They know that they're coming in for this, and they're actually going to back right out. They're just like, oh, wait, no, they're just playing back and forth here. The Dahaka is going to be joining in. Web Wrap goes on to 1. They're going to dive in. This is going to be a huge corridor fight, which is where Li Ming gets a lot of value. That will be Effeting coming out of the Web Wrap, and this is also going to be Arc trying to get some of that damage. They do not have the Purification Salvo for the next 3 seconds. Stage Dive from the ETC right onto the same point. They actually go down immediately after the Stage Dive. Purification Salvo is ready. If they can get some slows onto some of these members, that wraps onto a few of them. Gus comes out. That still gets the damage. Maiev going to be diving in. Warden's Cage. Actually, Nubrak burrows right into it, and Davo is still going to be here. They need to walk out through the side, and Falstad going to be actually getting caught by it 3 times, and I think this is going to be the bird going down. Maybe not, as Patches steps forward. They have the Disintegrate. That's a reset for Li Ming. They try and blink out, but it's another Disintegrate coming out now, and that's going to be some good damage. The root from Stukov is going to confirm the kill, and they chase him through bottom lane. Core is still being assaulted that entire time by just that boss and all that just value they had in the lane, and actually Wintermute's going to be the next target, and now Lionspeed on the warpath is looking for this to be an end. They take down the shielding once again. Star Fox already dives onto the core. Shershan Sheep trying to get the value with the pulling them in, but I don't think this is going to be the case. Top lane Fort did go down to some siege giants, but they're like, we don't care, we want to end, and with just Shershan Sheep and Ghost Dunk, I don't think they're going to be able to. 16% left on this, and also Falstad very healthy. Li Ming does go down, but so does the core, and that's going to be game number 2 over to Lionspeed. We go to game 3. GG, well played. Oh my god. Whew. I gotta catch my breath. That was a really, really good game too. That was insanely good. Show talents really quick. Alright, so sorry about that. I had to close the blinds because it is very, very bright. They want that. Okay. All right, stats one more time, and then we'll go ahead and we'll get set up for our next game in just a second. Man, that was seriously, that was such a good game too. I can't wait for the third one. Oh my god. They were telling me that they were like, I was like, what map do you want? And they're just like, Hanamura. I was like, dude. I can't, unfortunately. Invite to game, invite to game. All right, let's go ahead and get some swap in here. Nope, nope, I'm doing all the wrong things. There we go. Really quickly, if you are enjoying the stream and you haven't followed, I know I say this a lot, but if you're enjoying the stream, please go ahead and hit that follow button. You can know when I go live. As I said, I do a lot of casting on this channel. Typically, it's typically Monday through Thursday, and then I take Fridays off, and then Saturday, Sunday are up in the air, but like everything's been up in the air basically. So like this past week, like Monday I casted on the Heroes Hype channel. I did Apex for their amateur series, for their weekly amateur series. Then yesterday and today I'm casting for the NGS League. Thursday I'm going to be on the Heroes Hype stream, and we're going to be doing some fun stuff, so definitely check that out. Please, it's 5 o'clock. It'll be worth the check out. 5 o'clock PDT. And then on Friday, I'll be back on my channel. I'll be casting the S Division for Heroes Lounge, and that's going to be Multiple Smiles versus Close to Death, if I'm not mistaken. And that one starts at 5 PDT as well. And then Saturday at 12:30 PDT, so right after lunch, at least if you're on the West Coast, I'll be doing the final day with Jayhow for the TESPA Collegiate Series on the Blizz Heroes channel. So definitely, if you enjoy some Collegiate Series games, that is definitely the place to find it on that Saturday. They do have games on Friday as well. Don't forget about that. The Blizz Heroes channel starts at 12:30, I think, on Friday and Saturday, because they moved everything up because of the Easter Sunday, and I think it's just to make everyone's life easier and not have people playing for their tournament lives on a holiday. Makes sense to me. So, yeah. It'll be fun. And then on Sunday, I don't know what we're doing. I actually, like, starting after this stream, I'm dog watching my neighbor's dog for... Today's the 17th, for 11 days. I watch their dog till the 28th. So Copper will be hanging out with us. He'll be barking up probably a bunch, and you'll hear him. But Friday, we might do a painting stream. I've wanted to do one for a while. I've got nothing on my back wall, and I just wanted to, like, paint something there. Because when I don't have my green screen up, it's just a blank wall with, like, one corkboard for all my lanyards from all the events I've been to, which is 2. But yeah, I don't know, or maybe we'll just take Sunday off and I'll just relax and actually do yard work. Or fix the fence post that the Bears destroyed earlier this week. Oh, and if you don't know, I have a Twitter, and if you follow it, you can see things like bears that were in the front yard across the street this morning, and a cub too. It was very adorable. And photos of them destroying my fence. Alrighty, let's go ahead. We got some Rock'em Sock'em Bobots here. Bobots. Spooky. Let's give him a Spooky Worm. And team 1. Okay. Going. Good luck. Have fun. Let's go ahead and get into this. Game number 3. Gonna go to our favorite map here. Please.
Towers of Doom.
Let's go ahead and get into this. Game number 3. We are going to be heading to Towers of Doom. This is best of 3 matchup for the Nexus Gaming Series. Ferrets up a game. Lionspeed up a game. And if you're wondering how we got to Towers of Doom, as I burp right through that, I apologize. Let me tell you. Gotta remember where my buttons are. The coin flip was initially won by the members of Ferrets. They opted for first pick. Battlefield of Eternity was banned out by Lionspeed. Dragonshire was banned out by Ferrets. Tomb of Spider Queen was the first map chosen by Lionspeed, and they lost that. Cursed Hollow was the second map chosen by Lionspeed. They won that. And Ferrets, as the loser from that last map, opted for first pick for this next game. So, Towers of Doom, chosen for map number 3 by the members of Lionspeed. Let's get back into this draft as things are flying. We have pretty much the same bans coming out for both these teams. Anubrek's still up and available if they want to go for that die potential. We still have things like Tyrande or Diablo, but there's the priority onto that Anubrek at the start. Now, what are you going to respond with on the side of Lionspeed? This is Towers of Doom. You want some poke. You only have 2 picks before the ban phase, and you don't want to show too much of your draft. Realistically, I actually was thinking Diablo, but not the Falstad. I was actually thinking maybe go for the Tyrande just to get the 1-2 off of that. You have the Shadow Charge, and then you have the Overpower with the Lunar Flare right after it. But Falstad showed a lot of promise in the last game. Gust is a huge tool. Disengage, engage. We saw it actually used as more of an engage tool overall. I think maybe 1 disengage Gust. Yeah, towards the end in that bottom lane where they were actually trying to chase in, they had the Gust away just to try and disengage from that while the Purification Salvo was happening. But Jaina Malfurion will be picked up by Ferret. So the Malfurion they've been banning out consistently is going to be grabbed by them. They want that Innervate themselves. They have some roots to follow up on the Anubrek Burrow Charge forward, and then Jaina can just dump that snow on a rooted target. Really good synergies right there coming out from Ferrets. They will need something in the solo lane. I would actually say maybe ban out the Dahaka. Ghost Dunk on that Dahaka was pretty strong. But they're going for the Sylvanas. I personally say Dahaka on this map is actually really, really great, but Sylvanas does have push power, locks down some of the mercenaries as well as the towers and burns through them a little bit quicker. I'd say it's a 50-50 split on that one realistically. Or maybe they're going to be trying to double global on the side of Lionspeed. They have first pick after this, and we have seen that they don't have the highest priority when it comes to their supports, and this Tyrande will be banned out, but realistically I don't think that matters per se. The Stukov in the last game was really, really strong, but they're going for the logical thing, which is ban out the Diablo-Tyrande synergy. Also the Huntress Mark from Tyrande, really great tool. Overall, great draft coming out from both these teams in game number 3. Lucio? St. Basil, I think you're right on that. Lucio wouldn't be a bad idea at all. Realistically, this is the same draft. Double global, Falstad ETC, Li Ming for the follow-up damage. Diablo will be swapped out for the Anubrek. But I actually kind of would like to see Lucio here. Let's get some Lucio Boostio. It would mitigate, sound barrier would mitigate a lot of the big bursts coming into some of these fights with the Anubrek Burrow Charge forward and the Jaina dropping the snow and Malfurion just putting down the roots and all that just piling up on you. Ooh, actually Malthael. Malthael for the solo lane, which is very strong into an ETC. I don't know how his life is going to work out right there. And then Genji for these quick rotations. Last pick though coming out from Lionspeed. I think it's Stukov. I like the Stukov in the last game. They could go for Alex Straza if they wanted. Is this going to be a Mosh Pit ETC maybe? Are they going to Divine Shield? We could actually see Divine Storm. Uther gets in a bad situation. Divine Storm. Stage Dive. Apocalypse. Hinterland's Blast? I doubt it. I absolutely doubt it. But either way, that's still going to be a pretty good draft. I wish that we actually did see the Lucio. He did have some changes come in today as well into him. I actually don't remember because there were so many patch notes. All of us started to blur together at one point. But we'll go ahead, we'll pull it back. Bandit, what's your analysis in this game? Do you think that we're going to be getting a lot of global ganks? Do you think it's going to be a quick succession of just tower rotations? What's your opinion on this one, bud? Oh, you okay? Well, good feedback from Bandit as always. No, we'll go ahead and we're going to just load in here in just a second. But realistically, between the two teams, I think Ferrets has a high kill potential, and I'm a little worried about how they're going to have to deal with that. Also, that solo lane is going to be really, really strong for the Malthael, and that rotation up from Shershan Sheep could get the value they're looking for. But let's go ahead and actually dive into this game here as Ferrets is up a game on the left-hand side. Shershan Sheep on that Genji, as noted before, going to be trying to get some of those finalized kills. Ghost Dunk going to be on the solo lane Malthael. Effing will be on that Anub'arak, trying to dive in and set up. Wintermute with the roots on that Malfurion, and Arik has the blow-up on the Jaina. On the right-hand side, we have the members of Lionspeed up a game as well. We'll see if Falstead can get the Gust in the right spot. We'll have, on Deva, we'll have Star Fox on that Diablo trying to get the Shadow Charge in. Patches with the combos coming out on the Li Ming. Big Wiz on the Power Sliding ETC. And Glaucius with the Uther trying to get that Divine Storm. I'm hoping for Divine Storm. Malthael going to be having that on a Pale Horse at level 1. We also do have the Fire Stomp to scout out the bush, as well as the Shuriken from the Genji. Good use from both sides, just to make sure that no one will be caught out of position there. This is going to be a little bit of a poke here at the start. Falstead actually opting for the wingman at level 1, so maybe we're going to be seeing rotations through mid and bottom with that. Falstead actually going to be flying straight up into top lane. Never mind. So I was thinking that we'd be going for that. Actually, they're going to be diving right onto Ghost Dunk here, and so yeah, this is going to be an adaptation that they've made. They said, you know what, we can't put that ETC up there. That's just not going to work out for us. ETC did go into proc rock, so they're going to be main tanking in a sense here. So this is just going to be basically, I guess you could kind of say this is like triple tank because Uther's here too. It's just not tanky in that right. We do have our nice Tesla Collegiate spray right there, and this is just going to continue to be rotations. We don't have Regeneration Master 4 effing either. That's going to be the Nubarian Armor at level 1, just trying to get the damage reduction from that. And actually, did Nubarian Armor, did it get a reduction today from 30 to 20, or was it just the Legion Beetles? I think it was just the Legion of Beetles at level 1. I think that one went down by 10. I think from like 50 to 40 maybe. Or maybe 40 to 30. I can't remember. It's, as I said, there's so many. Dang, it's an Ufer pick. What a year. What year is it? You know, Uther's has shown up in a lot of games. I'm not gonna lie, Lorelei D'Angelo. Like, there's been a lot of Uther games that I've been casting, and it's not even like just NGS. Like, it's different leagues. It's different higher tier play too. Like, Uther's a strong boy. That armor that he brings into this is so powerful. That's the thing, is armor right now is just that damage mitigation. If you're able just to figure out how to mitigate so much of the damage from the enemy team, that is a huge buff in your favor. This is just going to continue to be Malthael doing on a Pale Horse things, making double rotation duty and doing a great job of it. They do have Falstad in top, Diablo in mid, and they do have the rotation a little bit here and there from ETC and a couple others. I'm not. But it was the Beetle talent changed. Okay. So, okay. So Nubarian was changed as well? Or is it both? Maybe I'm reading it wrong. Either way, let's go ahead. We got our first triple altar phase, the first one of the game. Falstead will go ahead and grab the top the top sapper camp. Ghost Dunk grabs the camp on the right. We have Falstead just making a quick rotation into there, but meanwhile, down here, we have a little bit of a skirmish breaking out. Malthael gets the left, Falstead gets the right, and they should be rotating in. You can see them both dropping in. We saw that the sapper camps were something that they're going to deal with initially, but I think they just backed right out of there. It's going to be a lot of good snow being dumped onto a couple of these members. Big Wiz is going to be taking a lot of the damage. I don't think they're going to be able to make it out alive, and that will be ETC dead first kill of the game. And now Glaucius is going to be getting chased here as well, and they find the Uther. They do have those ghost heals, but that's only going to be for a limited time, and I think Arik will be the one who's able to pick this up, as they don't have enough range from the hammering to get that. And Uther goes down. Falstad gets the flight up into top, as the sappers did go straight into the gate, getting a lot of good value for them right there. Let's go ahead and actually bring these right back up. We actually have Shuriken Mastery coming out from the Genji. I haven't seen this picked up in quite some time, and I love it. Oh, I'm pronouncing it wrong? Okay, thank you. Siege Camp going to be picked up on the left-hand side. We do have Big Wiz going to get the power slide right out of there. okay. It's just like every HCC caster always said. Nubarian armor. But I don't know how else you'd pronounce it. Either way, we do have the bottom lane push coming in. This is going to be Sapper Camps trying to walk their way in on this. And I think they might be able to do this. Effening is going to be walking forward. Star Fox has the overpower. They have the Shadow Charge into the gate. Power Slide for the ETC for the extra setup. That will be Jaina dumping some snow as well with that Blizzard. And Glaucius is able to rotate in. They're able just to defend this for now. That also will be Ghost Dunk clearing out top lane. Devo going to be doing a fine job of that. Actually, just really quickly, what are they sitting on for stacks? I wish it would actually show me. I wish I knew how many they were actually sitting on just to see what they could bribe away here. But that will be single altar face popping up in the bottom lane right now. What's the setup here? Are they going to be actually, they take the aggressive stance for this. Okay. Gonna throw out. I like this. So Effening is gonna be anchoring for the team. Arik is gonna step up into this bush as well. We have Sershan Sheep trying to get the channel right now. Glaucius is gonna try and step forward. I like this. You can see this kind of arc they've created just protects Sershan Sheep from any incoming damage. None of those globes coming in, or none of the arcane orbs coming in from the Li Ming either. And this is gonna continue to be Falstad pushing out through the top lane. Gonna take out that well to make sure that Malthael sustain is a little bit more difficult. Barrel roll right out of there. They won't confirm it. Just a tinge of that right on the end of that. I'm just going to continue to dump out the damage from patches, and bottom lane held over. This Diablo soloing in mid is just it's working out, but it's just, I think it's a difficult clear. They also have Sershan Sheep clearing as well, which Genji, we all know, has such great clearing, much like Lucio, has such a great clear. Big Wiz rotates just around just to catch anything in these bushes. I'm just going to continue to just... They're both teams are playing it safe for the 10 talent tier. They really don't want to be giving anything over to any sort of advantage at this time. Also, as I said, single altar phase will be coming up soon. Death timers are starting to get a little bit longer. Star Fox comes in the top lane to help out. We do have the Apocalypse coming out from that Diablo as well. It's going to be the Tranquility for the Malfurion. Nubrak does have that web wrap. Could look for one there. And we also do have... The, oh wait, hold on. That's gonna be Big Wiz gonna try and check that camp, but it's gonna be a little too late. Diablo does finish out their stacks. This is just, it's a slow game in a sense right now. I like that Genji's still holding as well as Jaina. Do we get the Ring of Frost or do we get the Water Elemental? Wintermute at level 20 is a very strong talent. Single altar face pops up. Do they have the extra damage? We also have Divine Shield. No Divine Storm from the Uther. Burrow Charge forward from the Anubraket. Apocalypse from the Diablo does start this out. Li Ming with the Disintegrate will be popping the Malfurion right away. Reset for them. They actually get Glaucius right out there, but the last rites is going to be popped onto them, and it actually will be Li Ming going down to the swipes of the Dragon Blade from Sershan Sheep, and so far it's going to be a 1-1 trade. That will be the Gust, and actually as Power Slide in from the ETC, and they did also go in for the Stage Dive as well. Meanwhile, I think it was Jaina who actually channeled that. So Arik closing out this this gap in the core health. We're actually just widening it in a sense. 36 to 24. Hold on. Shadow Charge forward. They're looking for one member. The blow-ups there, and Genji. I was actually looking at that right there. Genji is going to be popped right now. They end up getting the kill, and yeah, this is still looking back and forth-ish, but it's Towers of Doom. Like, it's anybody's game still. It's 36 to 24. We could see a massive power shift in favor for Lionspeed, or even the same thing for Ferrets. They can continue to pull out more and more kills. It's fairly low in that kill count, 3 to 2 right now. Dive in, overpower. They already used their Burrow Charge, but they don't end up, I don't know if they had it or they didn't use it. Ghost Dunk going to be pushed into this tower gate right here. Also, that will be Proc Rock finished by the ETC. A little bit of poke in this bottom. They'll hold it out for now. ETC checking camp up in a couple seconds, just trying to find out where Ghost Dunk is. This is going to be the dive out from Genji. Big Wiz has the shielding. Yeah, they're going to have that. They'll be absolutely fine. Effeting in mid going into Star Fox right now. Double altar phase, though, popping up. 13s will be here momentarily. They're trying to open up bottom lane. Not a lot of priority going to this lane throughout the game here, which is actually a little surprising. We often do see a really big push into that bottom lane trying to get the value right there. As I'm just looking at the minimap, watching these people, we also do have this Malthael on this top lane camp. Not going to be joining the team for a couple seconds, but they really realistically won't be too far behind in that right. So I will be camps picked up. Falstad does use the bribe, I think, for the bottom right camp. They might have the flight up and available. 13 talent here, not here just yet. 4 Ferrets, but they're a tinge off, and that's going to be picked up. Wintermute. Looks like they're going to just be trading these out. Both teams just sharking around this midpoint, and that is 13 talent here as well as damage traded. They're looking at a Falstad right now. Stage dive in from the ETC, buys them a little bit more time. They should have a knockback as well. Water Elemental comes out. That is going to be the D-Shield onto the Falstad, who gets the Gust out as well. Power Slide gets the clear onto that Water Elemental unit. They still have Dragon Blade and Lacerate's up. Genji comes into this bottom lane. They want to make sure that they do not have the Sapper camps pushing in to open up this bottom lane a little bit further. We already have this right side quite a bit damaged. Malthael working on the Sapper camp, but here's the rotation coming in. No, they're actually going to be taking the fight right now. Effening will be targeted up front. That will be the roots coming out from Alfurion. They're going to dive right back in here. That's going to be Genji in the back line. That is going to get the Dragon Blade. Apocalypse will come out, connects onto Malthael over here. That's going to be a lot of damage with Star Fox so very low. That's going to be the last race. Stacked up once again, and they have a mark from Ghost Dunk, but they're not going to be able to dive any further as Big Wiz is taking a lot here. Burrow charge forward. And meanwhile, the fight is breaking out once again onto the back line. Not going to be able to get a kill, and they end up getting over the wall. Oh my god, the combo's coming out. They actually get the deflect, but it's a little late, more or less, to keep them from dying. Ooh, that could have been risky for either side, but no major kill. A lot of buttons pressed, and this is just going to be triple alter phase. They actually re-engage onto this point. They're looking to steal this away still. Genji, look at them sitting above right here. They have that Swift Strike entrance. Malthael does have the ability to mark some of these members, then dive in. They're going to try and get these AoEs. That's going to be Falstad flying in, but flew in way too far forward. It's going to be the web wrap onto the ETC that actually saves them for now. There's no Divine Shield, and that's ETC going down to the Jaina Burst. They're going to be chasing Star Fox right now. Ghost Dunk not able to get the kill as they have 1 second left on that last race, but I don't think it would have yielded them the kill they're looking for. Falstad with the barrel roll out of there. Now we wait. 32-20. Diablo's gonna get the right-hand side. Malthael on the left. Sershan Sheep and Wintermute channeling this. They're not gonna be able to stop it, and that's going to be 8 shots into the core of Lionspeed, taking them down to 12 core health. Sappers are gonna be coming in through the bottom, but they're not gonna be able to push out any further than just the front of this gate. Excuse me. Genji. Shadow charge forward. No, they're able to. They're absolutely fine. Let's go ahead and we'll cycle through some of the other damage numbers and stuff before we get into our level 16s in just a moment here. But this is a strong showing from Ferrets on Towers of Doom. It is the map choice of Lionspeed. Genji, look at them. They have the stun. They know that there's something going on here, but they're not able to rotate in quick enough because of the 2 bribe steals that they got right away. That also does lower the timing of that. Now, ETC is going to be on this point. Falstad flying up. Will be showing within the menu. Actually, not going to be showing. They actually get the barrel roll forward. That could be Malthael trying to steal this away, but they actually dive onto the other side. It's not going to be enough. And I do believe they used the last rites, but it did not get the kill onto Big Wiz as it was. I didn't even hear the initial, but I was like, wait, why is it on cooldown? They tried to get it right towards the end to maybe see if they could get that extra stack and trade out 1 for 1. Shadow charge onto the Anubrak. They will be getting the burrow charge forward, and that's going to be the Uther with the stun. Zoning roots from the Malfurion. Stage dive to continue the fight. Knockback onto 1. Web wrap comes out as well. They're getting the damage and the clear onto this web wrap onto the ETC, who's still fairly healthy. Jaina does finish out her ice block as well. That's going to be a huge pause in the fight for her as these sappers go in through top lane, but this isn't going to be taken down by just the minion wave. Going to take some decent damage here. Actually, no, I don't think it will. Minions should then prioritize the other minions. I think they'll swap. Yeah, they'll swap off the tower. Either way, bottom lane, they're going to be trying to open this up a little bit further, poking out as much as they can. And so Li Ming postured up in bottom. We have Falstad already in the top right. Everyone's backing up and available. Oops, and I managed to hit Malthael. Whoopsie. There we go. I was trying to pull away the talents right there, and I didn't hit control. Apocalypse has come out from the Diablo. They're focusing in onto 1 member. Shadow charge into the wall. That is the Divine Shield onto them, and they're looking to just kill this Jaina. The Ice Block was used, and that's going to buy them some time. That's going to be last rites onto Star Fox. They get the kill, and still Genji is just swiping with all these Dragon Blade hits. Not able to find any more. Li Ming is trying to just get these resets, and they have the Ghost Uther heals now as they have fallen themselves. Devo down here trying to find their way onto Malfurion. They'll get the kill. That's a reset for Li Ming, but they're so low. That's going to be a Disintegrate coming out. Genji goes down, and Big Wiz a little bit low themselves. A lot of these members are very low, but they want to turn onto Ghost Dunk, and they have the Disintegrate. It will be interrupted. The Falstead is trying to get the stage dive right on top, but they don't even need it, as that will be web wrap out onto the Falstead. A Nubrak makes that alive, and they start to turn this around a little bit, grabbing the second altar of this double altar phase, getting 8 shots into the core of Ferrets. Ferrets taking them down to 20. They close out this gap between the two teams. Death timers are still kind of long. Gus is up in 13. They could realistically make a boss play between these 3 members, but I think they want to prioritize bottom lane. They're already down here. The death timers aren't that long, so might as well get the bell tower conversion. Maybe even stagger out a death onto the Anubrak, who does use the burrow charge forward. That will be Li Ming with the Disintegrate to just kind of force them back here. Shadow charge goes in, but that will be the Impale to slow them down. This is a nice conversion onto bottom lane bell tower. They do have the siege camp up and available, and Falstead's going to be having 2 bribe stacks currently. Siege camp picked up. Genji will be able to poke in a little bit here and there, but nope. Rotate into mid. Mouse getting caught on the edges of my mat right there. They're trying to walk these in, but they don't have their full team, and they know that, so they have to kind of play this a little differently right now, and I think they're going to have to just give this over. Actually, stage diving from the ETC. They were showing a shot. Apocalypse comes out. Double P. Oh, nice use the ice block. Falstead flies in. They're looking for some damage here. Maybe the web wrap goes out, but they instantly get burned right there from the Disintegrate from the Li Ming. Can they use the gust to push all this in? They've got it up and available. Do they go for it? That's the only question I have. Ghost Dunk is now down here. That's going to be the Sapper camp getting cleared out completely. Double altar phase once again in the same 2 spots. But if they get both of these, that will actually put them ahead on the side of Lionspeed. Ferrets needs to convert this bottom bell tower back over in their favor, and they're trying to do that as quickly as possible. Pinging on the Malthael, they get the kill onto them. Shadow charge forward. That's going to be effing stunned out. Double reset for this Li Ming, and the coordination and communication coming out from Lionspeed is absolutely insane. Genji sharking over here, but Patches has something different to say about it. They'll let them get a little bit of the charge. They should be able to put out a combo. Boom, right there for the magic missiles. Shoshan Sheep just says, nope, I'm out of here. I am dipping. So that's 5 shots right there. Li Ming has the channel. Genji might try and poke this out. Nope, gonna just play it safe. 5 more shots, and that puts them ahead on the side of Lionspeed here in core damage. Now they're looking at Malfurion. They turn that around, and oh my god, this late game communication coming out from the members of Lionspeed is absolutely insane. I was thinking that this is going to be Ferrets slowly whittling them down, but not the case whatsoever. Falstead actually should have bribe completely by now. You're just going to be staying, I guess, just hearthing back. Either way, because I was going to say, if you bribe this, you're going to be able to speed up the cooldown on it, but maybe they'll go for top lane or something. Just going to be clearing out mid. 3 stacks on that Malthael for the last rites. Single altar phase is going to be coming up next. ETC showing in top lane. They are going to be having the stage dive. Actually, everything is off of cooldown. Malfurion will be up in the next 8 seconds. They will convert bottom bell tower. Big Wiz is trying to do their best right there, and this is going to be mid lane pressure. Just push it up a little bit, but they're not going to go any further than that. They've got sappers. They want to reclaim bottom bell tower. This makes this rotation into this point a lot harder here, because your main funnel point is now through this side or down through this little area. You can't really come in through the bottom, as you won't have your bell tower. Sappers are going to go straight into this. They have the burn onto it, already at half health. This is going to be an easy clear onto this fort. Bell tower is going to be spawning in the next 27 seconds. They don't have... Actually, there is a sapper camp up and available. They might have bribe on that Falstead just to be able to steal this away quick. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, wait, no, they don't have the third. Either way, still, they only need to kill 1 sapper. Now they want to try and feed these in. They could potentially take them down by 8 core health if they do grab this bell tower, as well as these 3 sappers. They do have that 20 talent tier advantage. Falstead going for the wind tunnel. I just noticed that. Tarash Elements going out for that Li Ming, and Hellgate for the Diablo, so just extra Apocalypse setup. And we have the Redemption on the Uther. It actually looks like we're going to be pinging this over here, and they're going to let this clear go out, so they at least take the 5 shots, or at least get the 5 shots, excuse me. This will be going over to the core of Ferrets. They're getting stuck in this bottom bell tower area, and this has just got to be so frustrating for Ferrets. Ferrets, as they've been whittling down, the game has been slipping away from them. It's just been spinning out of control in a sense. They're trying to take this fight, and this Falstad flies in as they were showing. They don't use the Gust right away. That's going to be the web wrap out into one. Lacerates goes out onto them, but they use the Divine Shield stage dive in from the ETC, and that is going to be, I believe, cooldown reduction because they took the upgrade at level 20. Did it? No, they went for... I thought they took the upgrade. No, they just went for Storm Shield. Dragon Blade, though, upgrade. That is huge. The Dragon becomes me. No one can stop death for the insta buyback. We have the Rewind. We also can have the Winter Mute. And then we also have the Lunar Shower, actually. Don't actually see that one too often. Bottom lane is going to be reconverted in favor for the members of Ferrets. They won't be dead. Oh, wait, no, they're still holding this. And here's the thing. This is double altar phase next. So they could potentially heckle them on one, like hold them over to the left-hand side and then leave one member like a Falstad to the right. I've seen so many people, like so many Falstads or Medivhs even, just like sneak away and just be like, all right, cool, I got the right bell tower. You guys were all busy fighting and you didn't notice it in time, so boop. Right side Sapper Camp is going to be up and available if they're able to pick that up. This is going to be double altar phase, as I said before. Let's go ahead, Siege Camp. They're going to be rotating through here because they, as I said, they can't really... well, they could actually... Oh, wait, hold on. They want to take this fight over on this. Sershawn Sheep dives in. Stage dive from the ETC. They're going to be trying to get into that backline. They jump onto the point. This is going to be a lot... This is going to be easily picked up for the members of Lionspeed, but Ferrets is taking a lot of damage. Tranquility comes out from the Malfurion. They will be going down. That's going to be a Nubrak trying to dive in the backline, but they're going to get absolutely wiped right there. Reset after reset for the Li Ming. Wind Tunnel was going to be pushing them into this wall as Glaucius is trying to use the D-Shield to get right into that Li Ming to help them get out of the web wrap. They do lose their ETC and the Uther. They do have the redemption. That is going to be the Ice Block from Arc, but the Shadow Charge in gives the reset for Li Ming. Meanwhile, Falstad flies over to this. They're not able to get the bell tower converted in time. Ghost Dunk gets the mark, and it will be in time, but they've just sacrificed themselves to buy a little bit more time. That's going to be Ghost Dunk down. Patches gets a reset. Some steps coming out from Glaucius as we have Sershawn Sheep trying to make the YouTube plays. The K comes out. He runs into the death zone. He gets taken down. That will be Patches. And all the shots going through from the Sappers and the Bell Tower. That'll be game number 3. Over to the members of Lionspeed. GG. Well played. What a good game that we just got. That was a blast right there. I got like a little hot plate thingy. I was trying to turn it off, and I could not reach the little turn off knob for it. Either way. Ooh, okay, all right. Let's go ahead and we're gonna jump into a lobby and lobby 1. Alrighty. Let's show the talents really quick as we're gonna wait for our interviewee. I just wanted to win fight. Alrighty, everybody. So at this time, we are going to be joined by Big Wiz. How you doing? Congratulations on your Game 3 victory.
Thank you. I'm doing great. Everyone's doing great on Lionspeed right now.
So all right. So let's talk about this. Game number 1, Tomb of Spider Queen. It was these were all your map choices, and Tomb of Spider Queen comes out. They just keep out rotating you. They keep just getting all this value. There was the Gul'dan. There was the Ana. Did it feel like you were playing from behind, or did you feel like you knew you had a comeback at some point in that first game?
You know, we try and pride ourselves in our defense because we tend to be a little over aggressive early sometimes. But I felt they totally outcomped us in that first game. The Horrify, and the Ana nano boost on the Gul'dan, we just never could. We were out damaged real quick and couldn't get out even, you know. It was rough. When we were loading in, I was just like, this is a composition that I'd be kind of terrified about going into, I was kind of leaning towards them myself, full honesty. But going into game number 2, you talked about that aggression, and on Cursed Hollow, we started to see that aggression really coming out from Lionspeed. Was it just like, all right, you know what, we played a little too safe in game 1, or was it just like we got more comfortable picks? What was it that transitioned you from a more to basically gain momentum from game 1 to 2? Because that's kind of a hard mental space to go from. Like they beat you out pretty strong in game 1, and now you go to Cursed Hollow. Can you talk a little bit about that one? Well, sometimes we like to pretend we're Fnatic from 2016 and play a ton of globals. And those two maps favor globals, even though they were a lot closer in the third game. We were able to turtle and play that defense again and then pull it out with the globals.
I gotta say, like, it just major shout out to, I think it was you and, oh my god, I'm forgetting the name off the top of my head, but...
Star Fox?
Yeah, I think it was you and Star Fox, and on that bottom lane tribute for, like, a solid, like, 2 minutes, 3 minutes of just, like, keeping that fight going, and then your team coming in and just, like, it was just such a good cycling of, like, abilities and health, and it was just really good communication, and then, go ahead.
No, we were absolutely communicating that, poke, 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 poke. I got the next one. Mm-hmm. So we try, we work on that.
And then, so on that note of communication and synergy, we get to game number 3. It's Towers of Doom. They're actually starting to win that early game. What was the transition? Was it starting to just be like clear shot calls? Was it a talent spike? Because all of a sudden, I mean, like even chat was saying like, oh my god, that Maltheo just got bodied. Like it was like pings at one point.
The Maltheo kept him ahead in the early game because of the mount speed. So he was double soaking and we couldn't keep up. We had to 3-1-1 into their 4 double soak.
Right.
And that was really tough. But once we got the stage dive, that helps a lot. And also Maltheo was just super vulnerable. We had Uther stun, we had, Diablo stun, and we had my stun and the ETC stun. And it's Maltheo's not having a good time when he's getting hit by all those. And they only had the Malf, who doesn't have, a great cleanse. He doesn't have a lot of burst mitigation. So we were definitely looking to just kill him as much as possible later in the game.
Was it more or less just like getting those 10 talents and then starting to get because I think right after 10 hit, it was really the momentum shift was in your favor at that point. So the kill started to go over, the experience gap was starting to form, and that late game was just really well played.
Yeah, I think the last time we were even was 11-11, and I'm pretty sure we hit 16 first, and then we just kept the foot on the gas, protected that bottom fort, and broke our globals off to gain advantage while we, D'd that bottom fort and controlled the camps.
I love the instantaneous. I think you got sent to top lane like right towards the end, and then you just stage dive. It was almost just like, cool, I made it to top, got a hit on a minion, stage dive back into the fray of things. Like it was just instantaneous. Maybe it was more or less too, because it did show you were like, all right, cool, the ETC's in the top lane, and I don't know if they just forgot there was a stage dive or something, but like it was just like, cool, let's re-engage. It's like, all right, cool, I'll just jump back down into bottom. No big deal for me. So I don't know. It was really, really good plays from you all.
Hey, if I can get one, I'm the soul laner, if I can get one minion, I'll go get it, and then I'll jump in, get that XP advantage.
just that small amount of experience in the minions. Now, these are such good games. Congratulations on your Game 3 victory. That was very, very hard fought. I had a blast casting these. These were so good. Before I let you go, any shoutouts that you'd like to give?
Shoutouts to all of Lionspeed. We have 9 people on our roster this session, and everyone's won a game. And it's been a lot of fun playing with all the old Lionspeed, because we had broken up a few years ago, but when the HGC announcement happened and dorms got canceled, we all decided we wanted to play together again, and we're having a lot of fun.
Oh, it's good to see the crew back together. I see a lot of the same names together there. Star Fox definitely steps out, and as you as well. I believe I've casted you guys for quite some time now. So
yeah, I'll just shout out the bench real quick: Seachel, Varcheesi, Masterfish, and Blaze. Thank you for being there all season and making sure we could have 5 as much as possible.
Oh, such good names, especially Blaze, who never plays Blaze, and it's just
he's a healer.
Chat loves that one. But no, these were an absolute blast. Thank you so much for the games, and I can't wait to see you further down in the Nexus Gaming Series season.
Thank you so much for casting.
You have a great night. Thanks for the interview, Big Wiz.
Too.
Alrighty, everybody, that's going to wrap it up for us. We can't do any replays because they have turned off the replay functionality. I actually need to go get my neighbor's dog because it's almost 9 o'clock, and I am dog sitting for a week, so yes, awesome. Thank you for hanging out. This is going to be wrapping it up for me and Bandit this evening. As I said, I won't be here tomorrow night. I'm going to be over on the Heroes Hype channel. Follow me on Twitter. You can know when I'm going live there. We'll be posting stuff. Follow them on Twitter as well as on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/heroeshype, all one word. Follow them there. We're going to be doing some really fun stuff tomorrow. We've got a lot of people on the docket. I just don't want to say anything about it because I don't want to be the one who spoils it. that is going to be doing it for me. You can follow me below in all the panels. You can join the Discord. You can follow on Twitch. You can follow on YouTube as well, as I have a lot of videos coming up. All of the Nexus Gaming series from this season is about to start uploading. Got a couple more days of S Division qualifiers, and then we have a big dump of Nexus Gaming series matches. But as I said, that wraps up for me. I think we're going to host over Cat Peach. I think she's still going with her games. I'll find out in just a second. But I really appreciate all the support this evening. Thank you so much to the teams for the games. I have had an absolute blast. I'm so tired. Until next time, I am Bahamut, your caster, your friend. Have a great night.